What encouraged you to participate in the FOM event and share your knowledge with others?
Yeah, so as a the DMSMS person for a defense contractor, obsolescence management is one of our key focuses for our customers, and helping them understand the challenges that we face both in the life cycle once it's in sustainment, but also some of the challenges that we face in the production aspect of building the product for the customer. So having the ability to know the industry and know what's going on helps us better serve our customers and informing them of the challenges and the aspects of what they need to be concerned about.
Yeah. So regarding obsolescence, why do you think obsolescence becomes such a hot topic these days?
I mean, from my aspect, we deal with the customer who extends the longevity of their product more so than what you see in the normal commercial market. So for them, it's not just buying something new every couple of years to keep up with the latest technology. It's buying something that was built 20 years ago and still keeping that same performance and that same ability that they need to have. And the key with that is obsolescence and ensuring that they can still continue to use those products going forward in the future.
So in that matter, what would be the biggest threat to the security of the supply chain?
I mean, obviously the biggest threat would be counterfeit parts, and that's attributed to obsolescence, because the people as the counterfeiter, their business model, if you will, is to target those specific parts to then introduce counterfeit parts into the supply chain, and because there is an inherent need for those parts to be available than what they truly actually are.
So when it comes to counterfeit and the open market, so obviously in a perfect world you will only buy direct, you will get everything on time, you will never face shortages. But in reality this is not the case, and from time to time you need to work with the open market. What would be the best practices to work effectively with the open market?
I would say number one is having a trusted partner that they understand your requirements and they understand the challenges that are faced in the industry and in the market, and they have processes and procedures and controls in place to counteract the introduction of counterfeit parts into the supply chain. So if you can align yourself with a strategic partner that shares your same values, principles, and end goals, I mean, that would be the greatest opportunity for success that you would have when working with an independent distributor or someone who specializes in the open market.
Would there be any specific criteria to look for?
Obviously, from the aerospace and defense segment, we're looking for someone who has AS 9100 certifications, AS 6081 certifications, membership into the industry groups, if you will, that set the criteria of how we need to interact with the independent distributors.
So how do you see the future of obsolescence management? What would be your fears, your hopes, your expectation?
So with the future of obsolescence management, the number one fear is counterfeit parts. So if you can align yourself with a good strategic partner who understands the industry and understands the challenges, they will allow you to have better success in combating your obsolescence issues. And a lot of times if you have a good industry partner, they can forecast, if you will, when these challenges are going to occur, and that helps you inform your customer of when they're going to have a challenge. And the better that you can educate your customer, it's a better service that you're providing to them, because a lot of times your customers aren't in depth with obsolescence as much as they need to be. So the better we can educate them, the better we can succeed and they can help us succeed.
Do you think innovation can play part in this area?
Yes, so obviously with innovation, new technologies are emerging. So, that is a contributing factor to obsolescence because older parts go away, but they can also help you align with your technology roadmap so you can know a good trigger point of when you need to introduce that new technology to your platform or to your system, which will help you better expand your capability and give you, something new that you maybe weren't looking at when you first designed your system.
Yeah. How do you see the importance of this community come together and share the ideas and practices?
Well, they always say, more heads are better than one. So something that I may be looking at is something that you're not looking at. And if we can get together and share our information and share our knowledge base, across segments and across industries, it helps everybody as a whole become more successful and helping, somebody look at something that they may not be necessarily aware of.
Yeah.